Joy New covered a story in which a man who has been living in a government bungalow since 2013, and recently some government or some people who are in government believe that the man is not qualified to be in the bungalow, or he has overstayed in the bungalow, so they need to evict him. Ghana. Why? He is not qualified, but the person who is coming to occupy it is qualified. Politicians cannot be trusted. Politicians cannot be. You can't rely on a politician. Because whatever that they tell you today, just look at the opposite part of it. When the politician tells you to stand here, to stand left, when he moves away, make sure you move away to your right. Because you can't trust him. Because you believe that you are now in government and you have the state powers behind you. You have the military. You are now in control of the military. You are now in control of the security apparatus. So you can behave anyhow, any time that you want. Can someone just enter any government bungalow without any permission, or without the knowledge of those who are in charge of government bungalows in Ghana here, and even in the capital city? Is it possible? Can someone just enter a bungalow at the blind side of those in charge of the bungalow? You see, some of the things that we do are shameful. We should learn to do things right. Whatever that you want to do today, think about it twice. It's annoying. As the person in the room, they've come with the military to evict the person. Why on earth can you do that? So you don't have that weak feeling for that person. You don't have any feeling. You don't have any affection for that person. The man said he has provided all the documents that support him. That support he stays there. What else do you want again? Now you are using buga method to evict the person. Ghana politicians are wicked. Some of us are in despair. When you think about some of the things that happen, it's mind-blowing. And it's heartbreaking. And the military too have reduced themselves to the level that any person can just who claim he's coming from the Flagstaff or whatever, can they just take a military and go and misuse them and they will misbehave. Your time is coming. And you also leave the scene. And you will equally be treated same. Let's see your permit. That's what I'm
It's a two-story building located a few meters away from the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Abdullahi Amin, An occupant who works with the Accountant General Department believes he is the target of the eviction. He told Joy News 7 armed military men stormed the flat at 2 a.m. Tuesday and threw him out of the room. His belongings were ransacked and thrown out of the room as well.
They've destroyed everything that I have.
Why are they doing all this to you?
I asked them why they were doing that, and they couldn't provide any evidence except to say that they are coming from the Flagstaff house.
But how did you get this property? How long have you been living here?
I've been living here since 2013. I was given an allocation letter from the Ministry of Works and Housing.
Okay.
And that is why I'm here. And it's a government bungalow, and all government workers are entitled to. So as far as there's a vacancy, you enter there unless you are transferred or you die or you retire. And I'm not retired, I'm still in active service.
Okay, so what is happening now? Because I realize I've seen the military men and the one lady. I've seen a number of them here. What do they want
The
now?
lady in red is called Araba. She came this morning with the military, what they're done at 1 a.m. with the military to break into my room. She's been here 3 times. And so there's some other military came and said they've been sent from the Flagstaff house to come and investigate the issue. So currently that is what is ongoing now. And my brothers who are here and trying to support me.
Okay, so where are you going at the moment?
Now, I reported they came in April, May, and did that, threw out my things. I went to meet the Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, Frida Prempe, and she took my documents, looked at it, and said they were coming. They thought that I was not a government worker and that I was not paying. So she struck out my name from those that they were going to evict. And since then, I never heard from them. I've been paying up to date.
How much do you pay?
You pay 10% of your basic. Okay. And I have the documents to prove that. And then they came on Saturday at 1 a.m. again to throw out my things. I went to the police station, which is under our jurisdiction, to report. I met the police, the office commander, the station commander, just yesterday, and she said she was going to do her investigation. Only for this dawn, around 1 a.m. again, Grace came with another set of military and said they were coming from the Flagstaff house, and that they have the information that I'm not a government worker. And I've showed and proved that I'm a government worker, and I've told them my office. Now, I've had a call from Flagstaff House. The military who came here called their boss, and their boss called them, and he said I should speak with him. I spoke with the boss, and the boss said that the information he's having is that I'm not a government worker. And I told him that I'm a government worker. He has taken my details, my name, my office, and what I said I'm heading. He said he's going to call Controller Accountant General to find out.
But I realize they are still insisting they want to take you out of the apartment.
Yes, what happened when she just threw my things out, she went and brought somebody again. She went and brought somebody to come and occupy. The person brought the bags and then the bed to come and stay inside.
Attempts to reach the Deputy Minister of Works and Housing has been unsuccessful, but the case has meanwhile been reported at the Adabraka police station.
Nagrat, CCT. Yes, I've asked their membership to embark on a strike just because Dr. Eric Nkansa has been appointed as what? Director General of Education. The leadership of these 3 unions are disappointing. They are not to be taken seriously. Because when you look at the reasons outlined for which they've called their members to embark on this strike, it doesn't worth it. It doesn't warrant for strike. Because just an appointment of Dr. Eric Nkansa as the Director General of Education, and they think they are not in agreement, or they believe that, or they know that he is not educationist and he doesn't qualify to be a Director General. There are pressing issues that these union leaders must champion. That warrant for embarking on strikes, but they've left them out. They've left them and they are chasing the wind. They are chasing the wind. The laptop deduction that the government has done, or they have convinced the government to do for the procurement of laptop for teachers. to now, some teachers have not received their laptops. Up to now, some teachers are still in the classroom and their staff IDs have not been provided. Let alone taking any step to go and do their biometric for processing of their salaries. And you sit there and you claim and you are saying that they should embark on a strike because Professor Rekinkansan is not what? Educationist. Sorry, he's a director, a doctor. Dr. Rekinkansan is not what? Educationist. You see? To me personally, I believe that these union leaders have a motive. They have an agenda that they are championing. But they are doing it at the blind side or at the ignorance of what? The ordinary teacher in the classroom. They are doing it at the expense of the ordinary teacher in the classroom. They have a motive. They have agenda that they want to secure. They have a target they want to achieve. Because they believe that, to me personally, they felt that when this man becomes the director general, they are not able, they wouldn't be able to champion that reason. They've been making all this noise, all this while. What have we seen? What transformation can they boast of that they've chalked as success for teachers? Go to the rural areas and see what is happening. How teachers are being frustrated. Go to the hinterlands and see what people are going through. Instead of them to come out with something holistic and something which is futuristic for the welfare of the teacher, they are there fighting, calling on teachers to embark on strike just because somebody has been appointed as a director general, who to them they think that they can't work with the person or the person is not one of their own. You think? This is why we are not moving forward. This is why teachers are not moving, are not developing. Teachers are not seeing any progress in their field of profession. Because the wrong people are leading them. Those leadership, or they are bogus. They pretend as if they are fighting for the welfare of the teacher, but it's a lie. Anything they do, any move they make is for their benefits. The unions are just taking advantage of the ordinary teacher. Yes, that's what they are doing. It's very sad. It's about time they stop fighting for themselves and rather fight for the masses of the teachers. Let's have a look at this video.
The former Director General worked with Deputy Director Generals. So if it is a question of acting, I would have appointed a Deputy Director, recommended a Deputy Director of Director General of the Ghana Education Service to play the role of the Acting Director General. If it becomes necessary for me to look elsewhere, I will look at the Directors of Education. Look at the most senior ones, committed ones, and then recommend for consideration. If it is a question of getting to the universities, I would look for university lecturers who are within the faculties of education of the universities, whose area is in pre-tertiary education, basic education, and recommend for appointment. I would not just appoint any other person. By principle, I would have declined the offer, knowing very well that my background is not in that area. I would have pleaded with the Minister of Education to let me retain and support him in the Ministry of Education, but not at the Ghana Education Service. That is what I would have done. And I know that I'm very sure my good brother, Dr. Nkansa, it's not very easy what's happening. You see, one of the things that we need to know, that the minister might use his power to say that, yes, I'm not going to heed the unions and all those things. But you shouldn't forget that you're working with people, you're working with unions. Dr. Nkansa needed support of the unions to succeed. I've spoken to some directors of education. There are a number of directors of education who are not in favor of this. And if Dr. Nkansah would succeed as a Director General, he needs the support of all these people. You see, I agree, and I must repeat this, that I know that the minister would want to get someone who is committed for the party lines. But there are a number of MPP professional teachers who are qualified to hold the position of what? Director General. And so that is what I will do. UTAC meetings and other. You see, when you don't understand the system, if you don't put things into context, then you make such mistakes. Every lecturer in a university is a member or can be a member of UTAC. So the fact that you are a lecturer in a university, you're being a member of UTAC is automatic. But it isn't every member of UTAC that is a professional teacher. And with His Excellency the President, I mean, he acted on the advice of the minister. So, whatever advice, but I think that the minister needs to rethink if he really has the schools at heart and would want situations where schools will not be disrupted just for this issue.